Drugs, blood, and bullet holes shouldn't be greeted by children as old friends. For some, it's a mark, a shadow that follows these child soldiers for the rest of their lives. We think we're safe in the Bay Area, but war is a way of staying with us, even as we make it back home.
Sean Bowie came to the Bay Area from Vietnam. Like others, war forced him out of his home and out of his childhood.
During the time I born there, and my family very poor because we left everything in the north and come back with empty hand. And then I moved to Saigon. After that, I moved to Saigon, grew up in Saigon during the war between North and South. Okay, and then my father in South Roman, put my father in education camp we don't know where he is still alive or not. Okay, and during the time I had to participate to work with volunteer work for them, like the teenager to do all the volunteer work without food. We have been on my family food at lunch.
Like Bowie, child soldiers live lives of fear and are unable to speak out. He may not have fought, but his story is marked with the same desperation that pushed child soldiers to violence. Mr. Bowie made it out with his life. However, others aren't so lucky. Ishmael Bio was a child soldier in Sierra Leone that also survived. But his survival came only at the cost of murder.
My father used to say to me, if you're alive, there's a possibility that something good will happen in your life. Each day that I survived, I realized that, hey, I didn't get killed today, tomorrow will be better. And that was the hope that I had. Because I survived this, I realized that I had the opportunity to live a second life and live it well and live it with purpose. In Sierra Leone, they use a lot of kids because kids would be soldiers and they would go out and do crazy things.
One of the biggest similarities is just the manipulation.
You begin to see around you that the only way to survive and to stay alive is to be part of this.
We live in hopeless. And you know, like I know, when you're in an environment like that, they out there, they looking for anything to pull on. Anything just to get them through the night, get them through the next couple of hours. And I'm not out here.
When war breaks out, these children are left without a family, friends, or a future. War is the only answer that saves them from poverty and starvation in this violent environment. The children are bent by revenge and desperation and soon become nothing more than a weapon.
He spent 5 months in a terror camp, forced to work 10 hours a day, studying the Quran and learning to use weapons. They brought dolls and told us how to hold the sword and how to chop off the head, he says. The children have been shown videos of beheadings and told by their ISIS trainers that they will perform the task one day. The terror group has already forced a child, no older than 12, to commit murder.
Violence pushes these countries into an endless cycle of war. Soon, these child soldiers become adult soldiers. And now, all of a sudden becomes a legacy, not a mistake.
If these child soldiers must fight in silence, then we must be anything but. Change from around the world may not seem possible to us, but we don't have to do it all. Small steps such as donations or representation can make a huge difference. Consider donating or speaking out for the voiceless in battle.
We live in ignorance of their silence. Child soldiers may kill, die, or torture on the battlefield, and they are not monsters. The struggles of being a soldier should not be ignored, especially when the children are being ignored. When children are knocking on the door, chasing their death, it's the world that suffers.